From the time I was a little girl, I was told about my place in the world, that I had a responsibility to not question the gender inequalities in society. Amelia, you can't say those kinds of things. It's just the way it's always been. Amelia, when you're sitting down, your legs are crossed or closed. You don't want grown men's eyes looking at what lies between your 13-year-old thighs. When I turned 15, I became more conscientious about the injustices happening to women all over the country. What startled me more is that these prejudices weren't always committed by men, but rather women too. National headlines saying a woman has been raped and murdered walking to her car in the middle of a park. Government websites stating that women are paid 85 cents to every man's dollar. Women in jobs being told they can't have a higher position because men are more dominant in nature. I wondered, how can anyone in this free country called Australia let this unfair treatment begin in the first place? And then I came to the revelation, it begins in Parliament House. On the internet, down the street, in the classrooms and on TV. It begins at the dining room tables of families' homes. It begins from the moment a girl is brought into the world. It begins with people screaming, "You scream like a girl. You throw like a girl. You run like a girl," as if having female characteristics is a bad thing. It begins with, "Your brother can walk home, but you are not allowed to, because you're pretty." It begins with women going from Ms. to Mrs. so everyone knows that she is married and owned. At least, that's what they said in the 1960s. It begins with women looking at each other as if they're competition. However, it stops when people begin to teach and see young women and girls for what they are. Strong, brave, fearless, and wonderfully made. It stops when girls stop tearing each other down and bringing each other up. It stops when women of all ethnicities, sexualities, and religious belief come together and say, "We are not little girls. We are women, and you will hear what we have to say." And I believe today is that day.